Hey guys, this is Virginia. I am here with my friend Laura, and we are here to share with you Laura's journey and Laura's story, where she's been, how she was before she found Juice Plus, and how she is now after Juice Plus, and how the business has helped her. So, what I want to do is introduce you to Laura, and she's going to share with you a little bit about herself and where she started before Juice Plus. What was going on with her? She actually wrote a list of things out that were all the conditions and all the things that she was dealing with, whether it's from when she was little to now. It's something that she's dealt with in her past, condition-wise and disease-wise and all of that. So she's going to go ahead and share that with you, and I'm going to pass it over to you, Laura, and then I'll be asking some other questions after that. So.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Laura. I'm going to go ahead and read this list off, and here we go. So it's extensive in that since I was 18 months old, I've been dealing with a lot of issues. I've went to several doctors, starting with a family doctor, and then I just kind of kept getting referrals to other doctors, endocrinologists, neurologists, reproductive endocrinologists, just so many. So it starts with endometriosis, plantar fasciitis, Hashimoto's, beginning of Parkinson's disease, mixed connective tissue disease, fibromyalgia, hidradenitis suppurativa, eczema, tension headaches, tennis elbow and carpal tunnel, chronic bronchitis, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and elevated liver markers. I have OA in my left knee. My gallbladder is low functioning was low functioning and inflamed. I had high sedentary blood and Westergrens, which is basically like the amount of inflammation in your body. They were extremely high. My rheumatologist believed that they were cancer level blood markers, and I was diagnosed with cervical cancer when I was 16, and along with that came a lot of other issues. Hypoglycemia, chronic strep throat, celiac disease, sleep apnea, RLS, gingivitis, Raynaud's syndrome, Sjogren's syndrome. I had super bad lupus ulcers of my skin, mouth, and nose from the mixed connective tissue disease. Low stomach acid, which kind of screwed up my intestinal system. I had super dry scalp, more than just like dandruff. I had like super terrible like patches all over my scalp. I had chronic kidney infections and elevated blood markers. I had extreme memory loss. I used to love elephants because I had the memory of an elephant, and then about, I don't know, 7 years ago or so, I started to lose my short term, and then along about a couple years after that came my long-term memory. I had hip issues where I could hardly like take stairs or walk for extensive amounts at a time. I had terrible sciatica issues, swollen lymph nodes, iron deficiency, PCOS, and other terrible cysts. My last endometriosis surgery, I had basically a tumor. It was benign, but it was a tumor from a cyst that had just grown so large, and it had pushed up on my left ovary, and my uterus and my bladder were pushed up and out because of it. And then when I got
a whole lot.
well, yeah, I'm not dead.
Don't keep going. Well, don't keep going. I feel bad, but keep going.
There was I had hearing loss from inflammation. I have glaucoma and I'm nearsighted. I had extreme massive hair loss. I had to keep it super, super short. A couple of years ago, I was just telling my friend about it when a good friend of ours had a court case for something that happened to him. I had cut my hair that day, and the back of my hair was like an inch long, and the rest was shaved. I had IBS-C for extreme like constipation and everything, and I had fibroids in my uterus, and then chronic terrible bacterial problems and also I had pH balance issues.
So were you on all sorts of medications, I'm assuming, through that process? Through all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I had to take immunosuppressants, and I had to wear masks anytime, especially around people that were sick. But like most of the time, like anytime I go outside, I had to wear masks. And I'm still on my thyroid medication because I don't have one since 2012. But what else was I on? For my gallbladder, like they put me on like an antacid, but it wasn't that I had like a lot of heartburn, because I never really experienced, but like there was the only, like, to be all TMI, but like anytime I'd like go to the bathroom, like it bypassed my gallbladder, so there wasn't any bile in it, so like it was like fluorescent green anytime that I went to the bathroom. And what else was I on? I don't even know. Just so much.
So all of those things, like obviously that's a lot, and it's been throughout your life. What would you say was your quality of life? How did you feel before with all of that going on?
Like just terrible. Like I had no quality of life whatsoever. I was extremely exhausted. I remember like maybe 10, 11 years ago, possibly, like I would sleep 16 hours a day. I'd come home from work at 4 and not get back up until like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Were you on massive pain medications? Like what is that? Something you would be prescribed a lot?
Yeah, especially like because for my endometriosis, like it flared. Well, it burned all of my nerve receptors because I was in so much pain all the time. And so like I had to take like naproxen, like prescription strength naproxen, and I would take like 5,000 milligrams a day of naproxen. And then I had to like have like different arthritis creams and like just so much. And like I would take like and then like if the naproxen didn't work while I was flooding my organs with all this crap, like if that wouldn't work, then I would have to take like an ibuprofen, like another ibuprofen or like a Tylenol to like counteract. So like it would just be a constant like not pain.
So all of that was before you got introduced to something that's amazing that has both impacted my life and your life and so many others. And I just want to go into that. You have a really good and mutual friend of ours, Jessie Ross, and she, I know, introduced you to Juice Plus. But what I love is how she introduced you to Juice Plus. As you were visiting here in Europe, what did she have you do?
She forced me to take it. So she, for the longest time, like, both of you were like, you need it. Well, first she was like, you need this. Like, can I please introduce you to my friend Virginia? And I was like, sure. And I was like, I don't know. And then like I come to Germany to visit, and she's like, you're taking this. Like, you don't really have a choice in the matter. Like, I will force this down your throat. You're going to take it. So I was like, okay, I guess if it's that important to you, then I will. And I'm so glad that I did.
And so you were taking the fruits, veggies, and berry capsules? Is that what you were taking?
Yes. And then also the shakes, but in the beginning it was just the capsules.
And I know for you, you noticed within the first couple days that you could do certain things. And tell us about that as that started to happen for you.
Yeah, like I remember clearly from like my tumor that I was talking about. I had to go to the bathroom like all the time. Like I had to be near a bathroom. I had to like, I woke up probably 10 times throughout the night because like and my bladder was full even a little, like I had to rush to the bathroom. And that was the first thing that I had really noticed. Nothing had changed. Like my tumor was still there. Like my bladder and my uterus were pushed up and out still. But I like my first like night of sleep, like I didn't wake up at all. And I was completely shocked by all of that.
Yeah. And especially that quick. That
yeah.
But
hey, it was
it's
just unreal.
That nutrition can do in your body, right?
Yeah. And like I got to walk stairs.
Yes.
Like because she has like 2 staircases in her house, and I was like, Jess, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like I'm just gonna have to stay like on the main floor. And then like a week goes by and I'm not like doing this like shuffle thing down up and down the stairs. Like I'm actually like able to like bound the stairs.
Hmm.
So that was
And what did
pretty
you
amazing.
went somewhere too, right?
Yeah, we
Go.
went to Greece, and we climbed all the way to the top of the Acropolis, which was,
That's freaking awesome.
yeah,
And that
yeah,
is just with Juice Plus in your body for a couple weeks. So
yeah.
now we know, fast forward, it's been almost 2 years, correct? Or
November of 16.
November of
Hmm.
16. Okay, so we're coming up on 2 years. Now, I know you went home and I know you didn't take Juice Plus for a while too, because Jesse had given it to you here, right? So you didn't like
Yeah.
continue.
Well, I signed up for the capsules like when I was there, but it had taken a while. And then like I was like not sure, like, I mean, I had already experienced all these good things. I don't know. But it was like still like sort of skepticism a little bit because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't sure. But then like that started my like journey of like telling other people about it. Because
Yeah.
I just was like, like my dad signed up, like I came home and my dad signed up for the capsules like a couple of weeks later.
Yeah. Well, when
Um,
you know that something good happened in your body, you want to share it with everybody, right? Uh,
yeah.
so as you started feeling better, you saw the effects of what Juice Plus was doing for you. I want to go into some details of things that have changed. Like as far as your diagnosis on all that sheet of paper, would you say that what is left? What is left that you still have to deal with on a daily basis, and what has helped? And we know that Juice Plus isn't the cure for anything. That's not what we were saying, but we are saying that she has implemented Juice Plus into her life and made simple changes outside of that as well.
Yeah.
Knowing the community that you were a part of, they ask us to do more than just take our products. We want to clean up our diets. We want to clean up the things that we're doing. So would you say that what other changes have you made, and then how has that helped you?
Yeah, that's perfect. Because um, when I had my last endo surgery and then I had to go to like my doctor a couple weeks later for like the follow up or whatever. She was like, "Well, I'm going to start you on this they call it like a kickback thing, but I had to start chemotherapy and a kickback drug to like keep me at bay from it growing back." And I was like, I don't know, like chemo seems a little drastic. And my stepmom is a medical billing encoder, and she's like, please don't take this. But so I talked to my doctor and I was like, okay, I know that nutrition is important because at that point, like I had been studying it like intensively. I was like, I know that it's going to be important to me for my body. And so for like my endometriosis, I stopped drinking and consuming all dairy. And then I also like stopped eating fish and like most seafood because they have a lot of dioxins in them, which contributes to endometriosis.
Mhm.
And that makes me mad because in the endometriosis community, they tell you to eat fish, even though it's full of things that are going to continue to give you that. But anyways, um, so like my endometriosis is in complete remission. And yeah, like I get to have like a period without any pain. And from
Wow.
the first time I started when I was 11, it was excruciating all of the time. And it was never regular or anything like that.
Mhm.
And it's just, so anyway, that's in remission. Like my plantar fasciitis is gone. I don't have tremors from Parkinson's. Like everything is good there anymore. My mixed connective tissue and fibromyalgia are in remission. My skin is beautiful, like it's smooth, and I don't have like dry scalp or anything like that anymore. I don't get headaches anymore. I mean, I'm just like rating this one. The only like the major things that I know that I still deal with is like when it's humid outside, like my OA sometimes flares in my knee, but like the hypoglycemia, the shakes have been wonderful for that because like if I eat cereal in the morning, like my sugar crashes. So I was needing to find something that was good for me to consume so that I could go about my day and not worry about like if I was going to pass out or not. So shakes are good for that. Um, yeah, like I don't have like sleep apnea. I actually like, and like I have like REM sleep disorder, where like I would like not go to deep sleep and like act out my dreams and like punch people who I slept with and stuff. And that doesn't happen anymore. Like my last dentist appointment, my doctor, or the hygienist, she was like, I'm confused because I don't know what you're doing. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, your gums are healthy. Your gums are like amazing. Like I don't even have to, like, I'm just going to do like a basic cleaning on you, and whatever you're doing, like just continue to do that. So that was pretty awesome. And like my glaucoma is really like the only other like major thing that I deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take like drops for that, like once in each eye every night. But I know that being on the capsules, like my pressures in my eyes haven't like raised like crazy. Like they would go up to like 30s and high 30s. And now like they're down to like, I don't know, my last pressures were 18 and 20 compared to like a high 30. So yeah.
So you've had such improvement in so many different areas. And I really feel like that is why we continue to share Juice Plus. And I love Laura's story. There's so much in there, you guys. And if it's something that you are dealing with on any level, there's so many that she's dealing with, you guys. But she is a person that you can connect with and come back to. So we are going to use this video to share with others just her story and her journey. And she added Juice Plus in the beginning, and that's where it started. And, you know, as we make simple changes and we incorporate whole food nutrition and add more fruits and veggies on our plates every day and in our smoothies and whatever we're doing, it can combat all that inflammation. And we know that it is by the research, all the 38 different studies that are published and more to come, that it's bioavailable. So we know that it's working and it's coming into the bloodstream. And Laura's story is just that. That is a testimony to, we know what Juice Plus is working in her body and how it's working for her. And so we just wanted to share that with you today. Laura, thank you for sharing all of that. I know it's been a long process. It's been a journey for you, but I just appreciate you and how open and willing you are to share, because I know that you're going to impact so many people's lives. So I just want to thank you so much for being on here today.
Of course.
Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions of Laura, or any other people in the Juice Plus community that have their stories to share, we are here to share with you, because we know at the end of the day that we have a product that we can't not share because of what it's doing in our families, in our kids, in our own personal lives, that we don't have to be a product of that disease anymore. We know that we can fuel our bodies better. And this is just a way to bridge that gap from the daily stuff that we get on our plates to what we are missing. And it's just that whole food pack nutrition in a capsule or a gummy. And we would love to share more with you. So if you need to get in contact with Laura or myself or anyone else for that matter, the person who shared this video with you, this is what it's for. We are sharing because we care about you, and Laura's story is going to impact so many. So thank you for joining us, and have a great day, night, time, whenever you read this or listen to this. We just want to thank you for joining us.